So, Black Myth: Wukong is an upcoming RPG title from Game Science. The game is coming out on August 20th, 2024, and I thought we would take a closer look at the first gameplay footage today. Having seen some gameplay already, I can say that the game looks very nice. The game was developed using Unreal Engine 5, which is definitely visible. The game is deeply rooted in Chinese mythology, and we control a chosen monkey as protagonist. The story is based on the Journey to the West, one of 4 great classical novels of Chinese literature. The main focus in the first trailer were on the boss fights. And what can I say, they look absolutely fantastic. The bosses look super designed and are also very diverse. The gameplay looks a lot like a Souls game at first, but Game Science already emphasized early on that Black Myth: Wukong will be an action RPG and not a Souls game. People who have already been able to test the game have also said that it is more like an RPG than a Soulslike, but still contains many elements from a Souls game. I'm personally pleased about it, as I'm more of an RPG fan and don't really like Souls-like titles. However, Souls-like fans will certainly also get their money's worth. We can already see a variety of different bosses in the first gameplay footage, so I wonder what will be done between the bosses. Will the game be completely open world, or will it be directed through a limited game world from boss fight to boss fight? I hope there will be a few more things to do besides the boss fights, as well as more enemies to fight in the game world. After the first playtest, people who have already played Black Myth: Wukong confirmed that they encountered other enemies in the world besides the boss fights during the playthrough. I think this is also important, as I believe that only boss fights, even with the different bosses, become too boring in the long run. The bosses in Black Myth: Wukong all have unique attacks and abilities, and the effects in the first shots looks very good. The scenery is very detailed and looks beautiful. The game definitely gives you a strong Chinese vibe and a beautiful backdrop. With such stunning visuals, the question of performance must of course be asked. How will the performance of the game be, and will Game Science manage to optimize the game well? According to the first users, the first playtests on PC were already very well optimized, which gives us confidence. Another positive aspect for all Nvidia users is that Nvidia is actively promoting the game and features such as Dyalla 3.5 and ray tracing, which will also be in the game. I think frame generation will also be in the game, so the performance will be greatly improved. These are already very good signs that Black Myth: Wukong will run well even with the extremely good graphics. As an official requirement, the devs specify an Intel Core i7 9700 or Ryzen 5 5500 as CPU for max settings in 4K and a GeForce RTX 4070 or the RX 7800 XT as GPU. For ray tracing, you should have a GeForce RTX 4080 Superform 4K max settings. Black Myth: Wukong is the first major game from the developer studio Game Science, so it remains to be seen whether the game can really live up to their expectations. At first look, the game looks fantastic, with a really great setting and a nice story on which the game is based on. The first playtests were also very positive and give hope for the release. The game will be released on August 20th, 2024 at a price of €59.99. I'm looking forward to testing the game and will also post my first impressions of Black Myth: Wukong here on the channel. What have you already seen of Black Myth: Wukong, and do you like the first impression? Are you going to get a game? Feel free to write it in the comments and leave a like and subscription to never miss any more news about Black Myth: Wukong. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video.